before we start the lesson, I want you to be in a comfortable position and make sure that you have water near you in case you need to be hydrated. Um, are we ready now?
Yes,
Yes
we
po,
are ready,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So our lesson for today is adjectives. Now, what is an adjective? Adjectives are words that describe nouns. They are noun modifier in short. In English, they usually come before the noun that they are describing. Now, let us look at this sentence, our first example. Now, please, will you tell me or will you identify the parts of the sentence? Please help me identify which is the noun, Miss Cheska.
So the noun is the man.
Okay, good. Our noun is the word man. Now, Miss Rose, will you help me identify which is the word that describes the noun?
So the word that describes the noun is the word busy.
Okay, good. The word that describes the noun is busy. Therefore, the word busy is the adjective. As I have said before, adjectives are noun modifiers, and adjectives comes before noun. But that is not always the case. There are other ways to use adjectives, which will be discussed further later as we move on. Let's take a look at this sentence. What can you notice about this sentence, Miss Cheska?
Based from the earlier example, the man became a woman. It changed gender of the noun.
Okay, very good observation. Now our noun and is the word woman, and the word adjective is busy. Now that the noun changed in gender, did anything change when the noun changed, Miss Rose Margaret? Do you think anything changes with the adjective when the noun changed?
I think no po, ma'am. There's no change.
Very good. Now let's take a look at these two sentences. What do you think is the difference between the two, Miss Cheska?
It is a busy town. These are busy streets. So the noun, in the first sentence, the noun that the adjective modifies is a singular noun, while the second sentence has plural noun, the towns or the streets.
Very good. In the two sentences, the nouns have changed in their form. The first one is in singular form, which is the town. And the next sentence, noun changed in form and it became plural. Now, we can conclude that adjectives do not change form to agree with the noun. Just like with the previous sentence, when the man changed the gender to woman, adjective did not change. And when the pluralization of the noun changed, the adjective also remains the same. Now, let's move on to the next sentence. Can you help me identify which is the noun and the adjective in the sentence, Miss Rose?
So the noun in this sentence is the word town, and the adjective is the word busy.
Okay, very good. Uh, in the sentence is town and the adjective is busy. Now, what can you observe in this sentence compared to the previous sentences, Miss Cheska?
I think compared to the other sentences, in this sentence, the noun modified came first before the adjective.
Okay, very good. In sentence, it is revealed that it is another way of using an adjective in a sentence. I'd like to point out that adjectives does not always come before the noun because sometimes it can be placed after the verbs, which is in this sentence, the verb word is. Now let's look in another example. Miss Cheska, will you please read?
He is annoyed.
He is annoyed. Now, will you please identify which is the adjective in the sentence?
Okay, so the adjective in the sentence is annoyed.
Now that the adjective is revealed, can you please tell me what is the difference of this example sentence from the previous sentences, Miss Rose?
So from the previous sentence, the noun is being described using an adjective, but in this sentence, we used a pronoun to describe. We used pronoun as the one being described in this sentence po.
Okay, very good. We have mentioned earlier that adjectives are noun modifiers, but aside from that, adjectives can also be used to describe or modify pronouns. To conclude, those examples are other ways to use adjectives. So the first one, adjectives can be placed at the end of the sentence after the verb. And the second use is nouns can be replaced by pronouns. Now let's move on to the next topic, which is the types of adjectives. Now I want you to look at this photo and observe it carefully. I want you to give an example sentence that describes the teddy bear in the picture. Miss Cheska, I'll give you a minute. And if you're ready, you
Um,
can say your answer.
okay, so I think a sentence suitable for the picture is it's a it's a yellow teddy bear. It's a yellow teddy bear.
Very good. We can observe that the teddy bear is indeed yellow. How about Miss Rose? Will you give an example sentence?
Based on the picture, the sentence that I can give is the teddy bear is very big.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, based on your answers, the adjectives that we use are yellow and big. These are the adjectives that we used are called fact adjectives. Fact adjectives tell you a particular fact about the noun that they are modifying. So, yellow, you say yellow because the teddy bear is indeed yellow. It's observable by the eyes of the viewer. We can also say that it is indeed very big since you can see that it is bigger than the human holding it. Fact adjectives have many different categories. So these are the different categories of fact adjectives. First one is the size. So the example is the children flocked to look at the tiny caterpillar. So the adjective in the sentence is tiny and it indicates size. Next one is shape. Jay plays with the round ball. So the adjective used is round and round is a shape. Next one is the age. The artifacts in the museum are very old, and the adjective used is old, which indicates the age of the artifacts. The next one is color. Jake bought a silver watch, and the adjective used is silver. Silver indicates the color of the watch that Jake bought. Next one is nationality. My family loves eating Korean foods. So the adjective used in this one is Korean, and we all know that Korean is a nationality. And lastly, from the fact adjectives is the material. I bought a cotton shirt yesterday, and the adjective is cotton, and it is the material used in the shirt. Now let's move on to this very cute picture. Now I want to observe the picture and just like earlier, give an example sentence that you can say or you can use without using any of the fact adjectives. Um, Miss Rose, would you like to answer?
So I think the sentence appropriate for this is, it looks like a very friendly dog.
Okay, thank you very much. Um, we can, based on that's her own observation of the picture. Because we can say that nouns can also be described depending on how the viewer perceives it to be. These adjectives are called opinion adjectives because based on the opinion of the viewer. So opinion adjectives describe what somebody thinks about something. Opinion adjectives have two types. So the first type is the general opinion. General opinion can describe lots of different things, just like the word nice. You can use it in everything, just like in human. She's like a nice person, or you can use it in things that looks like a nice dress. While specific opinion can only usually describe a certain type of thing, which is friendly. The word friendly can only be used on humans or on animals. Used friendly on things. You can say that's like a very friendly laptop or a very friendly car. You can say that. So those are called specific opinions. Now let's move on to this example. Will you please read Miss Cheska?
Becca loves her new red satin dress.
Thank you very much. Now, Miss Rose, will you please help us identify the adjectives in the sentence?
So the adjectives in this sentence are new, red, and satin.
Okay, the adjectives are new and satin. Now, to which type of adjectives do these words belong to? Miss Francesca, which type of adjective do they belong to?
Okay, so based from the past slides, new is a condition, red is a color, and satin is the material.
Okay, very good. Now, based from that answer, these adjectives used are called fact adjectives, and their categories are the new is age, red the color, and satin is the material used. Now, in forming this sentence, we use multiple adjectives. And in using multiple adjectives in a sentence, there is a rule order. Adjective order. When several adjectives are used together before a noun, they must go in a particular order. So the rule order, opinion adjectives always comes first before the adjectives. And general opinion always comes before the specific opinion. For this one, these are the adjectives. Please pardon the mistake on the presentation. So for the opinion adjectives, I came up with a acronym so you would easily remember the adjective order. So for the first one, go so. Go so. And for the fact adjectives is si siya ko nama. Please always remember that go so always comes first before the si siya ko nama. Will you please repeat the word adjective order, Miss Cheska?
Okay, so for adjective order, size, shape, color, nationality, and material, and the acronym or the shortcut for it is the Sisha Konama.
Okay. Very now before we move on to the last part of the adjective, will you please I'd like you to formulate a sample sentences using the adjective order. Who would like to go first?
Can I go first, ma'am?
Okay, Miss Rose, you can proceed.
So my example is, that's a lovely little china cup.
Okay, that's a lovely little china cup. Will you please identify the adjectives used in your sentence?
So the adjectives used in this sentence are lovely, little, and china.
Okay. So the adjectives that you use are opinion adjectives, fact adjectives.
So for me, they are lovely is an opinion adjective, and then little and china, they are fact adjectives.
Okay,
Because
very good.
because little refers to the size, and then china refers to the nationality po.
Yeah, thank you very much. Now, Ms. Cheska, would you like to give your answer?
An example sentence.
Yes.
Okay, so I love his I love his new blue cotton shirt. I love his new blue cotton shirt.
Okay, I love his new blue cotton shirt. Now, what are the adjectives used in your sentence?
Love his new. The adjectives in the sentences are new, blue, and cotton.
So, new, blue, and cotton. Are these opinion adjectives or adjectives?
They are fact. They are fact adjectives.
Please categorize the fact adjectives used.
Okay, so new is an opinion adjective, and blue is a fact adjective, and cotton is a fact adjective.
Okay. I'd like to correct the new. The new is part of the fact adjective since it indicates the age of something. Okay, now let's before we move on to the next topic, I'd like to a tip. English does not usually use no more than three adjectives in a row to describe something. So you can't normally see more than three adjectives in a row in sentences that is used in English. Now let's move on to this example. Please read, Miss Rose.
So the first sentence is, the fireworks are amazing. The next one is, Lila is amazed by the fireworks.
Okay, thank you so much. Now I'd like you to try to identify the difference between the two adjectives used in the sentences. Miss Cheska, would you like to give your opinion?
Okay, so in the first sentence, the fireworks are amazing. So the adjective is amazing. And for the second sentence, Lila is amazed by the fireworks. And the adjective is amazed. The difference between the two adjectives is that the first you is in the ing form, while the second is in ed.
Very good observation. Now, in sentences, you can see or observe that the adjectives used ends in ing and in ed. Now, adjectives that ends in ing describes the effect something has, such as how the fireworks caused amazement to those who are viewing the fireworks, while adjectives that ends in ed describe how something is affected, such as how how Layla is amazed by the fireworks. Now let's move on to the exercises, the final part of the presentation today. So, would you like to read the sentence, Miss Rose?
So the sentence is, he's a nice, intelligent young man.
Now, I'd like you to explain how the adjectives are used in the sentence based on the topics discussed and categorized if it's applicable, which adjective it belongs to.
So first, the adjectives here are nice, intelligent, and young. So nice is an opinion adjective because not everyone will say that he's nice. And intelligent is also an opinion adjective because like what I said a while ago. And then young, it is a fact adjective because it pertains to someone's age.
Okay, thank you very much. So in this sentence, the adjective order is used. Now let's move on to the next one. Miss Cheska, will you read the sentence and then identify or explain how the adjectives are used?
Okay, so the sentence is the roller coaster was thrilling. So the adjective in the sentence is thrilling. Okay, so this is an ing form of an adjective. So it explains its effect or the effect of the roller coaster.
Very good. Now the just like Miss Cheska said, the adjective is used by adding an ing to describe how something is affected. Now let's move on. Miss Rose, can you please read, identify?
So we went to a city full of tall buildings. So the adjective here is the word tall. And then the one being described is buildings.
Okay, thank you so much. Now for this sentence it's the usual form of a sentence which follows the order that adjectives comes first before the noun. Next one is for Miss Cheska, please read.
Okay. Shera has a Japanese boyfriend.
Okay, will you identify the adjective and how it is used in the sentence?
The adjective is Japanese and it modifies boyfriend. So this is a fact adjective because it is a nationality.
Very good. That's very well explained. And now lastly, Miss Rose, please read and identify.
Everyone in the cinema was really shocked by the final scene. So the adjective here is the word shocked, and then it is the letters ed are added to the adjective. So this adjective explains how everyone in the cinema were affected by the final scene.
Thank you very much. Now that's it for the lesson today, and I hope that you learned something, even though we encountered some difficulties. And I hope to see you for our next meeting. Goodbye.
Bye, ma'am.
Thank you
Thank
po,
you.
ma'am.